my fellow YouTube enthusiasts, or as I like to refer to you, if I can pull it up quickly enough in time without any YouTube enthusiasts, Americans, non-Americans, people in the UK, people in America who are just kind of hiding out from coming down from Canada. All of us, greetings my fellow YouTubers and people who are on the internet right now. Today we are talking to you about stuff. Here you go. During these past 2 years, this channel has been fortunate enough to survive on the generosity thanks to viewers like you. Now, in these tough times, when we're faced with multiple challenges every single day, it is more important than ever to let our voices be heard. Don't let these people tell you what you have to watch. Don't let YouTube's algorithm sit around and tell you when you should watch something. Watch YouTube on your own time. Bookmark the channels you love. Go back and check them every day. We're always here. We're always uploading. And tell YouTube it's their turn to pick up the check. It's their turn to support this channel. Seriously, commenting, sharing, clicking thumbs up, recommending this channel to everyone and everywhere. Every live stream you're at, everywhere you go, email it to yourself. Say, I want this channel in my feed every single day. And if you do that, it'll show up more, and YouTube will be picking up the tab more, by letting YouTube's advertisers pick up the tab for a change. We can help fight the shadow bans. We can help fight the cultural Marxisms, the people who want to turn the Spocks gay or something, and all the people who are out there trying to tell you that you have to conform to them. Because that's how the system is skewed. You have to conform to them. You have to tell them, no, we're going to take back our YouTube viewing. We're going to take back control, and we're going to make YouTube pay for it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to rely on ad revenue on this channel for a change. So, clicking the video the second they're uploaded, I upload at 6 a.m. Eastern most weekdays. I am here every single day. Thank you guys so much. I am going to go back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. There's a Batwoman GoFundMe if you really want to save the show. Actually, a lot of people want to save their show. Holy crying out. Ooh, I am Mecca. Definitely bookmark this channel. We're going to take back control of our YouTube viewing habits by watching the stuff we want. Not the stuff they tell us. We're not lazy. We know what we want to watch, right? We know. Go back to the vector background. I like the 80s. We're going back to the 80s. You know what else we need to go back to the 80s for? TV and entertainment, because we're crying out loud. We've had Batwomans. We've had Star Trek Discoveries. We've had all of these sort of shows, and today I have stumbled upon the most amazing and hilarious thing that I had to care about. So much so that I have to name myself.
It's time for the Karen of the Week.
Yay! I am the Karen of the Week, and that's probably gonna be demonetized because I said the name, even though that's a woman's name. And speaking of women, we all love to mock the Batwoman, don't we? Don't we? There's a GoFundMe to save it. It's already at $1,700. We can do better to support non-Batwomans. We can do better to keep the show off the air, can't we? Can't we? Shouldn't we be raising money to keep it canceled? Shouldn't we be raising money to keep it canceled? Shouldn't we? Because let's face it, I'm not getting ad revenue off of Batwoman, so it's not bringing me any money or anything for it. But hey, there's a GoFundMe from Jade Hendricks. They're organizing it. This has $1,700 in it already. This has $1,700 in it. Here we go. Created 1 day ago. It's shocking to think that in 2022, a black L superhero is still an extremely rare thing to see on screens and in our comic books. Actually, you know, it is. Maybe they should create one instead of appropriating another identity. But we're going to talk all about identity appropriation when we get to the Strange New Worlds article, because in the future, they've solved all racism by just allowing people to change their ethnicity. I know, it's amazing. It's great. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yep.
So it's shocking that they have to appropriate traditionally white male straight superheroes just to what? Prove that they can't do anything on their own? I mean, sorry, but I think that it is very important to have an of color L superhero. Why not? Why not? More seats to the table.
What I'm looking for is to bring more seats up to the table.
Yep.
However, the catch is not taking away seats from the table. So if people are so triggered about how superheroes have been traditionally in the past, then maybe, perhaps, maybe they can, I don't know, create one, do it themselves. Considering the powerhouses Marvel and DC and the amount of superhero movies we see on the big screen in the last decade and a half, yeah, because they're all characters that were invented, you know, like 50 years ago. And they all were created way back in a time where, I mean, like, let's face it. These people, if they can't create something new, they just shouldn't be making this stuff at this point. That's kind of how I am. That's kind of how I'm getting. One might surmise that at least one such superhero would be represented. The truth is, the Black L superheroes are not adequately represented at all. That's because they haven't been creating any, have they? They've just been stealing other superheroes and saying, oh, that's good enough. But then Javicia Leslie was announced as Ryan Wilder, a character who would be donning the Batwoman cowl, which is still just stealing somebody else's valor. It's stolen valor, it's stolen glory. She finds the suit in a van by the river and then complains that she was a victim of the state. Oh, but it's all okay because her mommy's a billionaire. All right, that's where you lost me. That's where you lost me with a lot of this. Like, what is your social justice message? That, oh, everything's okay as long as you're the right genetics, as long as you're the right legacy, as long as you're related to the right people? So her whole struggle and her whole journey about being the first Black lesbian superhero is for naught anyway. It's somebody else's suit, it's somebody else's life, it's somebody else's journey, and it's all for naught anyway. Because then she gets hooked up with all the right people and all the right billionaires, has access to billions, didn't have to earn, or, you know, she just stumbles into it, didn't have to, like, earn any of it. It is literally exactly the same as every other billionaire on the planet. It's every other billionaire's story, so it doesn't matter what color she is because you didn't give her anything original on her own. At all. Even her mommy, who gave her up for adoption because her real mother, like, they couldn't even keep it that her real mother was killed off. They had to make it so, oh, no, your mommy's actually Robin Givens, and she's a billionaire too, and she's just gonna try and do a hostile takeover of the Wayne Enterprises because you clearly don't know what you're doing, being someone who is homeless living in a van by the river.
In a van down by the river.
Blaming the system on all of your problems. And it's like, seriously? I get it, it's like fantasy, but at the same time, do you want fantasy or do you want social justice? Because you can have one or the other, or both if you do it well, but they're not doing it well, are they? Batwoman television series, the casting was met with immediate backlash from many racist fans. We hated it when it was a white woman, for crying out loud. What is wrong with you? So this is just a lie. First off, we didn't want it when it was a white woman. We didn't want it because it's still Batman. It's just Batman. Just give us Batman. Why is anybody interested in a Batman show without Batman? It doesn't take a rocket scientist, and the fact that they use these stupid, idiotic, race-baity articles and GoFundMes and this lies, it just shows how stupid we are as a society. We're all stupid. It's not about the color, okay? It's about the fact that it's still another stupid like, if you can't create a superhero, why the hell do you have to go steal somebody else's? That's, like, seriously. That's as stupid as me going to somebody's channel and saying, no, you're gonna watch my channel instead of theirs. All right, you're gonna come in here and watch my channel instead of theirs because I showed up the last second and earned their viewers. Right? Is this the lesson we're supposed to learn? Is this the lesson I'm supposed to be taught from this? Batwoman's television series, the cast was met with immediate backlash. Oh, go to hell. But for black women around the world, the casting was a chance for us to see ourselves represented on screen in a way we never thought possible. By complaining about being a victim of the system and having everything handed to you? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Because I don't know, maybe as the B in the alphabet, okay? I can kind of see it a little bit as, do I really want to have the participation trophy? Or do I want to earn it? Do I want to take the Samantha Stevens way and do it myself, or do I want to just have it handed to me? Have it handed to me because I got noticed in the right way and got to be in the right place in the right time with the right set of circumstances and the right amount of money behind me? Because that's all it is. That's all the message is that if you have the right amount of money behind you, you can do anything. And speaking of money, this channel is supported by the generosity of people like you. Thank you.
The following video is brought to you through the generous support of viewers like you. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And for those who are in the position to donate, this channel thanks you. And so does this orange cat.
Javicia Leslie and Ryan Wilder have more than proven themselves worthy of the title of Batwoman. It's not a title. No, it's not a title. That's the problem. I don't think it's a title. I think it's just Batman. I think it's literally just Batman, and he already had it. It's like you just stole the bat. It's not like, oh, and now it's not the green crapping lantern. Here, this isn't the green crapping lantern. This isn't wielding Mjolnir, you know? This is like, he built the suit himself and it's his crap. This is like if Elon Musk decides to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go and disappear for a couple of years. Gee, I'm gonna leave my fortune to some random chick who's gonna disappear too, and then my suit and all my stuff is just gonna fall out of the plane, and whoever finds it is worthy. Oh my god, the idiocy of the show. Why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? The show's weekly numbers have proven that people are watching. No, it's not. Because I can pull up 27 articles saying how it gets fewer and fewer viewers each week. I'm not even watching it. And I talk about it on YouTube, and I had to fall out because it was terrible. It was just like, it's not even that bad of a show. But for crying out loud, yeah, the show's numbers each week have been declining. It's like, sure, you got 3 seasons of a shitty show. All right, with stolen valor. How about this? Instead of renewing Batwoman, how about you put me in charge with a diverse group of women writers to put some actual stories and characters together. Let us create some damn superheroes, okay? Let us create something, because I am so sick to death of the same 5 Underoos superheroes over and over and over, and just having a whammon version of it is no different. Unfortunately, it was announced Friday, April 29th, that the CW would not be continuing the series, breaking the hearts of fans all over the world. But we're not ready to say goodbye to this character. So here we go. This is just the backstory. Now, keep in mind, we've been reading this article. It's not even an article. We've been reading their blurb. It's very well written. This is the GoFundMe, though. This is their literal GoFundMe. This is their literal GoFundMe page. Are they allowed to create a GoFundMe for Batwoman? They don't work with the CW. They don't work on the show, do they? Do they? In order to get the attention of HBO, let them know that we're ready for them to pick up Batwoman and give her a new home. We need to plaster our message. We're raising funds here. Will be digital billboards all over the world with fan art asking HBO Max to become Batwoman's new home. Well, why can't you do that if they're just digital? If they're just digital, you can just do it. You can just start a Twitter campaign. You don't need to grift $1,700. Gee, I could use some of that money to, you know, move. Oh yeah, you don't see that. They have $1,700 sitting in their GoFundMe. In order to get the attention. Save Batwoman in London, in Australia, in Vancouver, and Montreal. We want digital billboards. And everywhere else Batwoman fans can call home. That's assuming. So I want to know, are they legally allowed to do this? Are they allowed to raise money in the name of something else? Like, is this really going to be a thing that happens? Batwoman is more than just a show, more than just a superhero. It's the representation that queer women of color have been asking for decades. Really? Because I would think that as a B woman myself, that we would be, I don't know, deserving of something of our own instead of just wearing somebody else's clothes.
Yep.
For any argument that people have about why social justice, just say, hey, we like the show. Just say, hey, we enjoy the show. Do they actually enjoy the show, or do they just want it because they can see themselves on screen? I have not seen one single thing about whether or not they're actually enjoying the show. They want it as a piece of propaganda. They want this show as a piece of zealous indoctrination. They want this as a way to infuse the destabilization of the American family unit, or the nuclear family unit, as a way to destroy the world, to usher in cultural Marxism and all of the buzzwords that you know I don't believe in anyway. But damn it, I want the money that those people have. So, for the people who are selling you that. Because let's face it, I'm going to show you what's behind the curtain, and it's all Masters of the Universe figures. I am Mecca, and I've been rambling about this Batwoman thing for way too long. I want to see myself on screen for a change, and I could for about a second until they swapped out Batwoman. I go back to my live chat, don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
I'm down by the river.